Hey guys, we have had the coldest 2 weeks, colder than any time we've actually lived on our homestead. Our very first year here, when we moved here from Alaska, was the worst winter they had seen in like 25 years. So we thought we were bringing Alaska with us. And I just wanted to show you all some of this beauty and be thankful for this beauty. You know, scripture says in all things give thanks. So we give thanks to the Father for this weather, this beauty here. But you know, this beauty comes at a cost. This has to be stoked about every 30 minutes because it's such a small firebox. I mean, look at this patio. I've already swept and shoveled this once today so far. And all this is already blown in. Thank you to my beautiful little camera girl. This stove has to be stoked every it can last a couple few hours because it's a huge firebox. But it depends on what we're cooking. So life is going to throw challenges at you all the time. With this weather, also the bulls are getting out, and that's okay, you know, because they're staying on the property, so I'm not going to worry about it. Another big challenge is I'm going to be at least 2 weeks with no work. So that's, you know, a whole pay period with no work. I believe the Father's going to provide. I don't know where the funds are going to come from. But, well, it's going to come from the Father somehow. I think He's going to provide. I think the funds will come in. Somehow, some way. It's okay. You know. Again, you know, Scripture says just give thanks in all things. So I'm thankful that there's been no accidents or injuries. That I'm able to be home and keep these wood stoves stoked. Heat for my family. You know, the Father's just blessed us, and yeah, there's many challenges, and that's okay. Challenges are going to come no matter what. If you live in the city, you're going to have challenges. If you live in the country, you're going to have challenges. It doesn't matter where you live, what kind of lifestyle you have, there's going to be challenges. But take heart. He says, I've overcome the world, right? So it's up to us to make those decisions of having an attitude of gratitude, being thankful no matter what, in all things. Oh, sorry about the beanie, you guys. I know I don't normally on camera with this, but it's cold. If I didn't tell you that already, or show you that. I'm in our add-on sitting on this bench, and the bench is heated, so woohoo! I have warm buns. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you an update on what's going on here. A little closer look into our lives, living thousands of roots, living here on the homestead. And encourage you. And hopefully you draw from this some comfort and encouragement. Alright, you guys, we're back a week later. We wanted to give you an update since we missed a whole week of uploading the video and being able to share with you guys what all was going on. So here's the update. It's been a little bit crazy in the last week.
Yeah.
What kind of craziness have we encountered, honey?
Well, as you know, weather for a lot of you as well has been incredibly cold. So we not only have freezing pipes for the water coming into our cabin, which they are flowing again now finally. But we also, the water out, our gray water system froze up, which that never happens. And so it's been a lot of extra work bringing water in and then bucketing water out. So that's, yeah, that's one thing.
And that's still frozen. That's
yeah,
not something that's in the past.
No, at this point of this video recording, our gray water is still frozen up. But we are above freezing temperatures finally. So we're hopeful that that'll break loose soon.
Yes.
It all dumps into a French drain system, but it runs underneath our house exposed for a little bit first. So yeah, and then in the garden, we had one of our rain barrels just burst open, even though the top is completely open. It's never done that before. It got just so frozen solid through that it burst. Our garden beds got covered with freezing rain and then a big dumping of snow, and so we really just lost probably everything in there. We can't get the snow off. It's too heavy and I don't want to mess up the row covers. Yeah. So we're waiting for that to melt so we can see if there's anything left in the garden.
Something just before this Arctic blast came, which was very tragic,
was we lost our main milk cow, Lil. Yeah. Sweet, sweet cow. We'd had her for over 3 years, and she just died unexpectedly overnight, and we don't know the cause. So that was really sad time for us. And I don't know if you guys watch a whole lot of homestead YouTubers, but we're just normal people. All of us here on YouTubers, we're just like you in a lot of ways. We're just living a different sort of life and sharing that with you all. So here on this homestead, we still have animals die. All animals eventually will die, and it's our hope and our goal that they can live as long as possible and live a good life. But sometimes it's cut shorter than we like, and we don't know why, and there's really nothing we could have done differently that we know of. So
no other cows got sick. No. There was no new animals introduced to our homestead.
No.
There was nothing that really could have, should have caused this. So
no change in hay or feed or anything.
Right.
So, but with every challenge, there's always something to be thankful for. And the very night before she died, Josh actually had a dream that we were milking our other cow, Dandy, who we haven't trained yet because we just didn't have the time. And in his dream, we were milking her, and she was an excellent milker, and the milk was wonderful. So I just think the Father prepared us all for that in some really neat ways. So though it was sad, we had peace.
And I like to say that we didn't share that with you because we don't want to tell you guys all of our woes. Like, woe is me, have pity on us, you know, please help us, whatever, all this, you know. No, that's not what we're about. You know, and even like the work situation. I shared it during that time when I was talking with you guys, just for perspective and really to impart an attitude, you know, an attitude of trust and hope and faith and patience, you know, patiently waiting on the Father to provide. And He provided.
He did.
He provided. So, you know, in what I was sharing before, which was actually a week ago, you know, about not being able to work for 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks solid of not being able to work, and it's not a choice. I literally cannot work in this weather. I can't climb on roofs when there's snow on the roofs to do internet. So my work itself canceled. This wasn't my choice. And we had somebody just last night or today bless us through PayPal monetarily that will just cover the work I missed.
Yeah.
So that's like, really,
yeah.
He did that.
He did that.
And He used, of course, went through one of you. He used, you know, went through one of you, used one of you to do that, but He did that. So thank you so much. And this person specifically said that their name is to be left anonymous. So thank you, Anonymous, for your blessing.
Thank you so much.
And seeing the Father's faithfulness like that,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool testimony, because I remember I said when I was talking to you guys a week ago, but on this video, that I trust the Father to provide. And pretty cool testimony how he provided like that.
Yeah. And so then the cherry on top is one final challenge we faced just last week, just a few days ago, is our computer broke. Just would not start anymore. It had been having some troubles for a while, and we were just helping it limp along.
Yeah, I was making it work, but then one day I just couldn't. It wouldn't boot up, nothing.
Yeah, he took it apart. He and Caleb looked at it, cleaned it, did all this stuff to it, and it still just wouldn't boot up. So.
Yep. And so then we announced that to you all, and
on Facebook.
On Facebook, and somebody said, "Well, hey, you should start a GoFundMe," and I said, I'm not interested in asking for anything, for doing handouts, asking for handouts or anything like that. I said, but, you know, if somebody else does, then I'll share it. You know, I'll let, you know, people in Facebook and on YouTube posts know that somebody did this for us. And it's almost fully funded and complete. So what's so cool about that being fully funded is that we're going to be able to get our computer repaired and upgraded and be able to invest into our children's channel, so Thousands of Roots, to be able to invest in their channel, get them computers and get them editing their own videos, which you've been working on teaching them how to edit their videos. And how are they doing so far?
They're doing really well. It's still a little challenging having both channels going on one computer though.
Yeah.
And then when that computer malfunctions, that makes it even harder. So it'll be really good, I think, to have two computers, and they'll have their own accounts, their own editing program. They'll be able to organize everything themselves, and I won't have to do all that for them. So it'll be really good. Joshua is the one kind of spearheading the whole thing. He's got a really good eye for the photography end of things and production. He's a good storyteller, good on the camera. Caleb, of course, has all of his
technical.
He's really
savvy.
good with all the technology end of things. And then Nathan, he's just right in there with him, wanting to be a part of it too. So I think they're gonna do really well.
So that's really cool that it's gonna bless us in many ways.
Yeah. So huge thank you to the person who set the GoFundMe up. Thank you to all of you who've been giving, praying, continuing to watch our channel. We just are really humbled by it all, and give all glory to the Father, because He is the giver of all good gifts, truly.
That's right.
So be encouraged if you're facing challenges. You're not the only one.
And pray, be patient, trust, walk by faith.
Yeah. And hey, if you want to be encouraged, if you're a little bit down and out, the kids put together a really fun snow day video on their channel, Thousands of Roots. So be sure to check that out. Maybe you'll get a little smile, a little laugh, be a little more cheerful.
Yeah, that's right. It's like when you have too much snow, what do? Make an igloo out of it.
Right. Why not? All right.
That's right.
So until next time, we pray blessings over you and yours.
And whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.